Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on. Yes, there's a little bit of noise in the background, but they're working, they're pouring cement outside, so there's nothing I can do about that beeping noise. First things first, as you can see, XRP this morning is at 0.4574. We are down below a critical resistance level, two of them in fact. First, we need to get back over the 464 level, which is the 200-day, or the 20-day support, which is now being a resistance in the 4-hour time frame. And then we'll ultimately see if we can work past that and make our way back up to roughly the 475 area. But right now it's looking very bearish. We've got Bitcoin around 27,400. And we've also got the DXY starting to make a push up this Tuesday morning, up to about 101.604 this morning. So we need to pay attention to all of that and all the market factors. The Dow, it just went across, so maybe I'll catch it on the way back. Make sure you hit that like button, as it greatly helps push me through the analytics, as we've won over 16,100 plus subscribers, which I'm very thankful for that. If you're watching, pay attention, but also make sure you're making a positive impact on this community, as nobody wants to hear negative Nancy in the comments all day, every day. And also, technical analysis does matter. So every time I do see that comment in the comments, technical analysis doesn't matter for XRP, it makes my skin crawl, and it makes me realize exactly why the community is the way it is and why so many people in the community are so far down. You don't understand the importance of technical analysis, and then you put all your eggs in one basket watching some bullshitter and con artist on YouTube. Dow Jones is down 40 points this morning. S&P's down 1676. Nasdaq's down 5884. So pay very close attention. Make sure you hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. And again, I thank each and every one of you, because without you, I'd be talking to nobody. Hit that motherfucking like button. Good morning, 9:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP's at 0.4579. We'll start right here, down 0.67% on the day. And I want to get this out in a timely fashion, because as you can see, a death cross has already been confirmed with XRP. In fact, we came up to the 200-day over here to try to make a point and push back up towards the 494. We got heavily rejected on that 4-hour candle without a wick, and came back down below the 475 resistance even. So right now, 464 is the first layer we'd have to pull up. Second layer would be 475 to try to turn this bearish bias. But ultimately, in the 4-hour time frame, we have to be above 48 cents to start moving this pattern formation. But right now, with this death cross in the 4-hour time frame, this looks like it needs to come down to 432. And we'll see from there. It really does. It looks like it needs to come down there, and maybe even further. It might need to even come down to the 428 level. That's the level below. So we're going to find out in a very quick and swift fashion as we continue to move down. The 432 might not even be the support now. It might be all the way down to the 428 level. And the significance of this is once you break back down into this formation, and let me go into the other chart because it makes it a little easier. But we will be stuck between an inside-out trade now. And this is going to be very, very devastating for anybody holding XRP if we break back into these formations. It's not where we want to be. And as you can see, the bottom of this downtrending support line is down at about the 406 level. So that is technically, if we break that 432 and that 428, technically that's where we could get on the layer 1. And then the layer 2 breakdown would be all the way down to the 348 level, approximately 35 cents. Yeah, about 35 cents. And I like to do the layer 1, layer 2, and then layer 3. So layer 1 would be all the way down here, layer 2. And layer 3, we failed to break out of the third layer. And now it looks pretty bearish here, especially the daily. If the daily pulls down any farther, if we lose this 200-day, that's when real problems happen around that 433 level. So pay very close attention. This pattern is very close to collapsing. And today's headline for my title for this video is going to be XRP Collapse Watch Enabled, or something similar, because right now XRP's on the verge of collapse. It really is. And if we pull down this next layer, I'm telling you, we could find our way at this 406 level. And that is the true breakout in the all-time pattern. We had downtrending resistance, uptrending support. Some people You can call the pattern whatever you want, but it looks like a descending triangle, or you had uptrending support, downtrending resistance, had a breakout, first layer, second layer, failed on the third layer. But now if we break back down and we get back within this, our actual technical target would be about that 348 level. You break that, then is where it gets ugly on these all-time patterns down to the 18.7. So right now, that's what we're paying attention to. That's the immediate short term and a little bit farther out in the perspective of the charts. So please, please, please pay very close attention to that, because if you don't pay attention to XRP's actual formidable chart, you're going to get wrecked this morning. If you buy XRP over 40 cents, you're going to get wrecked. There's a reason why in this community we don't buy XRP over 40 cents, and I feel like still we're going to go sub 20 cents in time, but it's going to take time. I don't believe the lowest lows are in. I could be completely wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? Fuck no. You have to be in control of your own financial future, and if you're taking my advice, you better have some kind of substance in your own, educated purpose. So Bitcoin, the emergency right now with Bitcoin is obviously the death cross in the 4-hour time frame, which it's already there, as you can see. But right now, if we get rejected here by the bottom of this channel that we broke out of, now we're on the bottom side of it at this 27,500 approximately. If we get rejected by 27,500, this is very bearish, and it's a beautiful spot to short the market. If this actually gets rejected here, we're coming back down to 25,194, and this would be your first layer of a breakdown that you would short it from. Let's just see, 27,000, let's just say 44. That's an 8% move down to 25,194, even more. It's about 8.3% move, so that's an 8.3% short if this gets verified. And the signal for this to drop down another 8.4% is if we get rejected by 27,500, the bottom side of this channel. If you see that, that would signal a short opportunity all the way down to 25,194. That's just the way it is. There's no reason to argue about it. That's the technical setup. And nobody can tell you if it's going to automatically drop, when it's going to drop, or how it's going to drop. But I can sure as hell show you the formation that leads to the drops or the pumps. This is the formation that would lead to a nice dump of over 8% or 3.4% on Bitcoin. Or wait a minute, what was it? It was more than 3.4, I think. It would be a 8.4% drop. Well, actually a little bit more than that. It's about 8.8%. More than that. Honestly, it's about a 9% drop. That's a 9% drop for Bitcoin. If it loses the 27,500, gets the confirmation, and breaks down to its technical target of 25,194, that is a better than 9% drop. So pay very close attention to that, and that is the urgency this morning when I'm doing this technical analysis. The bullshitters will bullshit. They'll tell you we're bullish, but I'm telling you a different story because that's the truth. The total crypto market cap failed the 1.139 run-up, which means we're all but dead, basically. Now, we need to, if you want to reverse this in the immediate short term, first things first, got to get over 1.128 and then ultimately the 1.139 and back on top of 1.157 to be above the 200-day and the 4-hour time frame. But this looks ultra bearish to me. We've had the death cross confirmed, already got the rejection on the rally point back up, and now it looks to me we're not just trending to 1.095. I feel like we're probably going to make our way back down to that 1.018 and attempt where this hold was for the breakout. That's going to attempt to see if that can still hold. But this is looking very, very bearish. So don't get caught up in any bullshit today by the bullshitters. DXY 101.691. Tried to talk about this yesterday. That the DXY looked like it was going to put in some kind of bullish bias here. We tried to show with the inverted head and shoulders what needed to happen. We did not want to lose that 101.162 if this was going to play an inverted head and shoulders roll, which right now it popped back up. And if it does pull up, the technical target here is 103.674. And ultimately, if it wants to create the inverted head and shoulders completely, it would have to come up to about 105.308 to complete the pattern. So that's what we're watching for in the DXY. Otherwise, if it loses 101.162, it's got no choice but to come back down to 100.34. I'm just speculating that I don't believe the US dollar is getting ready to die, and a US dollar pump would make sense on a crypto and speculative asset dump. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the over 16,100 subscribers. And if you're looking for a way to trade your favorite cryptos, even in the USA, I got 2 great options below in the video description below and or pinned comments. There's no spot fees on your buy and sell, and you can futures trade longing or shorting the market up to 250x. That's MEXC and or BITGET. Once again, that's in the pinned comment and or video description below. And also, if you want to join Tom's Army, send a donation, which I would love to see at least one, or somebody sending a super thanks on YouTube you can even do. But the Cash App, sending XRP, or joining Tom's Army for $9.99 a month, that's all in the video description below and or pinned comments. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point? There really is no point in this spectacular journey to 2025.